Hello, today I want to go over replacing a graphics card fan. This is not a high performance or gaming card, but this card was over $100. I think I've seen them still $60 for used, which doesn't make sense because the fans go on these, they get filled with dust. I've already cleaned this one out and it still has dust. I got two of the same. So on this card, which I already replaced, it overheated. The fan just got stuck probably from dust and cleaning it out, and then I think it took with it the power that came from here, which I understand to be 5 volts and 0.1 amps or something close to the 0.1 amp total current. What I did is I did replace this, and as you can see here, I got lucky because on the back there's the 4 screws and the heat sink comes off. And there is a little bit of a gap between the heatsink and the board, which allowed me to countersink. I had to get countersink screws and put them in that way. And then I put this 50mm fan in, which I think that the original fan is closer to 40. Now I put this fan in, and it is only 5 volts, which I was hoping to use the power supply, but I think it burnt out when the fan got stuck. So I used a USB adapter, and I plugged it in the back computer, and it's fine, and it keeps it totally cool. But this 5-volt fan, which is also 0.1 amp current, I didn't know it when I bought it, but it's close to 25 decibels. It ends up being the loudest fan in the case, and it was way too loud. So the only thing I could find that was under 10 decibels, I think under 12 is considered silent, because after like 5 feet away you can't hear 10, like close to 12 decibels is what I understand. So I'm going to replace it today with this. I'm going to do the same thing. But this one is a 12 volt. Let me get the package. This is a 12 volt. It's this one here. Anyhow. But it's 12 volt and it's 3 pins. I don't know why it would be 3 pins. I think the third one is for feedback because this does run. I happened to get lucky from my case fan. Had a carry-on plug. So even though it's plugged in, it let me, it split to continue on. And even though this is PWM with 4 pins, it carries on with 3 pins. So I got lucky. I'm going to plug this in at the end. But this wasn't that hard. I did have to drill the holes in this in the right place and countersink them in the heatsink. Other than that, it was a piece of cake. And I did put some washers in here to lift the fan off, leave a little bit of a gap there, so that I think putting it flush was going to be too much for the fan. Any feedback, or if you know of a 2-pin 5 volt 40 or 50mm fan that's under 12 decibels, please post a link to it, as I would be interested in buying it as well and replacing these fans. This is kind of a weakness. This fan wasn't that great from the beginning. Alright, thank you.